It's Mac. We're back finally. Been a long stretch of busy guiding up here at the lodge the last month basically since the video's out with Scott. So today we're gonna head out on the lake. We're gonna chase after some walleye. We're gonna test out some new baits. Super excited to show you guys exactly what these baits are and hopefully put a few fish in the boat. It's midsummer. It's gonna be some deep water walleyes. Super excited. Gonna throw the boat in here, but before we get the boat in, gonna throw the plug in. Don't forget, always clean, drain, dry, prevent any aquatic invasive spread that we can. Us anglers are a little bit guilty of it at times, so do our best to try to minimize that. We're gonna get this big boat in the water, get out there in this foggy morning, see if we can catch a few fish. Well, we made it. Pretty foggy, a little bit sketch, but we're out. Brutal mistake on my end. Forgot my sunglasses. Epic fail. Okay, so we're out. We're set up, sort of. Like I mentioned, we're gonna be testing some new killer walleye baits today. These baits are from Eliment Custom Baits. Mike Harris, who's in the last video. And these baits are, I think they're gonna be a walleye killer. So I'm gonna show you guys the full line up here. We got 6 different colors. And what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to catch a fish on every single colorway. And I'm gonna show you these baits here. So I don't know how well you can see these here, but these baits are a glide bait. They got no hook on the front, so they're gonna be a lot better for casting at fish. And they got a nice big fat fin on the back, and these are a solid bait. They're a 1 ounce bait. So you'll be able to cast it a mile, sink it down, and really good for forward facing sonar, being able to cast a fish and pop that bait right in front of their face. So like I said, we're gonna try to catch fish on every single color here. We got some pretty epic, pretty sweet colors. And what these baits are called is they're called the Eat Seeker. So we're looking for some eats, and this is what we're gonna do it with. So we're gonna start chucking these things around and see if we can work our way through all the colors and go from there and see what kind of fish we can catch. So I forgot to mention this and film this in the actual video, so I'm doing this now, but myself and Eliment Custom Baits are doing a giveaway on these brand new Eat Seekers. We're gonna be giving away 1 of each color. And to enter to win, you gotta like, comment, and share this video, and make sure you're following Eliment Custom Baits on Instagram and Facebook. Comment down below once you've done it, and hopefully you're going home with 1 of each color of these brand new epic baits. I'm gonna get them lined up right here. I'm gonna get my rod of choice pulled out. The rod I'm gonna be using here today is the Timber Custom Shops Walleye. This is a prototype rod. This is gonna be released next year. I've been using this for a couple years on the boat now, and it's been an absolute hot stick. And it's held up pretty good, considering I put this in a lot of guest hands and some rugged anglers, you could say. They're a little bit green to handling rods, and this thing has handled some rough terrain, you could say. I'm gonna start out with the perch color here. Tie this bad boy on there and pinch my barbs, of course. Always pinch your barbs. Even if it's not the law where you are, I recommend pinching your barbs. It makes life so much easier. Getting hooks in the hands, getting hooks in fish, hooks in carpet, whatever. Just makes your life so much easier on the boat. So why not just do it? So like I said, it's midsummer up here in the north, and those walleyes are kind of on the main main lake, deeper structure sort of deal. So we're gonna just bounce around a ton of spots today and just cast at hopefully a ton of fish. Gonna spot lock us right here. Kill that. And let's see if we can see some fish. There's some straight ahead of us actually. First cast with the Eat Seeker. So I'm basically just gonna let this bait hit the bottom and just pop it all the way back to the boat. Oh, I missed one there. Can't believe I forgot my sunglasses. Rookie move. Got a bunch of fish coming in underneath us right here. I'm gonna look around a little bit, see if I can make some casts at some fish here. There's a couple out here I'll take a fire at. Right on top of his head. Nothing better than taking a perfectly placed cast at a fish. Just something about it. There we go. First walleye on the Eat Seeker. Ooh, hooked on the tail. Don't know if that one counts. We're gonna say that that one doesn't count since I hooked him right in the bum. Crunched it. Well, that's a nice fish. I might need to throw the net on that one. Absolutely crushed that Eat Seeker. Not a bad start. That is what we like to see. Absolutely inhaled that Eat Seeker. Absolutely chomped it. Not a bad walleye to start. Probably gonna be like a 24-incher or so. Not too shabby. We'll get her back in there. Poof. See you, girl. The perch pattern. We got her beat. On to the next one. Gonna throw on this. This is like a cisco, super realistic looking color here. Thing looks like it's gonna be money. Oh, it is so nice to get out and get fishing myself. Also, I don't think I mentioned, but we got hats, black and gray, both floating. These hats are sweet because if they fly off your head cruising on the lake, you can go find them. They don't just sink on you. So check it out right here. Get a hold of myself or Emily and we'll get you a hat. Oh, had one. I think where this bait really shines is being able to cast it, especially on this rock and stuff, and being able to pop it back and not getting snagged a lot. Whereas with your typical jig and wrap, you're going to be getting hung up a lot more casting into the rocks and stuff, whereas this seems to be bouncing over them a lot better. Pinned it to the bottom. I was literally cruising around and just marked that fish. I just dropped down on him and it crunched the Eat Seeker. Ooh, net job of the decade there. Not great. Another walleye. Another Eat Seeker. On to the next color. That one I had to play with a little bit to get to eat, but we got her done. See ya later, alligator. Okay, up next, we got this vibrant baby. Super hot pink back, bright chartreuse sides. I'm thinking this one's gonna get hit pretty quick. Shut up, you stupid seagulls. Found him. I found my sunglasses. In the zone, we got 2 fish straight ahead. Wait for this boat to straighten out a little bit. Everyone just stay calm. Eat seeker deployed. Crunched it. Rather, I crunched it. It's not where your mouth is, bro. We're gonna call that another non-catch. Crunched it. Hook is out, fish is in the net. Another deadly Northern Manitoba walleye on the Eat Seeker. And that one crushed the old pinky. Not too shabby. See ya. Okay, so we're moving on from the old rooster dink pink. We'll go to, let's go to the Wonder Pox one. Crazy little colorway here, but I'm sure it'll work. 3 down, 3 to go. Nothing better than feeling that walleye punch that glide bait on the way down. Sandwich o'clock. We're gonna go for a cruise. We made it. Stuck him. Whatever this is big. This thing was out there, and this thing looked like a freaking tank on the live scope. Oh God, just a big pike. Big slimy pike. Big fat slimy pike. Gruesome. Should have known better. We still got to stick it out with this color until we get one on it. Pike do not count. Looky, looky. Another walleye in the bum. Holy. Chill out. Not too bad. Not too good. On the road again. Pretty grouchy over here, so we're gonna head over and we're gonna fish some windier stuff. Finally, one bit this thing. I'm horsing this sucker in. Boom! Finally got one to eat this color. So far, this has definitely been the toughest color for me. But who knows? We'll see what the next color holds. Next up, crayfish color. Not exactly in crayfish territory here, but I'm sure we can make it happen. Crayfish going in. That did not take long. I feel like I hooked one in the belly or in the tail or something, but snagged a nice one right in the belly. Check out that spunky one. Sorta fell victim to the rusty craw. Crunched it. Pike, seriously. Don't break me off, you bastard. No! I've let you down. Fell victim to getting bit off by a pike. Not good. Well, I have one color left. The chartreuse and white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rig up the Weston underwater camera and we're gonna cast that around with this bait and hopefully get an underwater strike. See what we can do here. See what happens. Okay, I moved us. We're in a less snaggy area because I don't want to cast the camera into a snag first cast. So we're going to be hopefully on a little bit more sandy, muddy substrate over here. Wind-blown shoreline, classic, standard issue walleye strategy here. Just going to scan around a little bit and try to mark a heavy congregation of walleye, and then we're going to start casting this camera and this eat seek. I got her all rigged up and ready to rumble. Just need to get on top of a few fish here. Heavy duty congregation of walleye right here. I got this eat seeker rigged up. Weston underwater camera. Gonna turn this puppy on here. Eat seeker going down. We'll see what happens here. Got him. Stuck on the camera, baby. This could be an ugly net job. A lot of hardware here. Oh God, it's a nice fish too. Oh, brutal net job. Whoa, brutal net job. Okay. Well, we'll give that another go. A little hard to net your own fish when you got a camera flying around on the line 5 feet up. Lesson learned, have the net ready. That was ugly. Okay, we need to keep this like right here. Extend that bastard all the way out. Now I got no excuse. I cannot believe I butchered the net job on that fish. What do we have here? A lake trout. Well, there you go, folks. That lake trout came in and chased the camera, but then it did come in and smoked that little eat seeker. Today's been an absolute multi-species slam. We got pike, walleye, and now we got a lake trout to boot. Lake trout. Nothing wrong with that. Gonna let that guy go. So obviously you can see these baits are multi-species orientated. And this color specifically, I think is gonna be a lake trout killer, as it just killed it on that one there. So make sure you guys check these out. Eliment custom baits, eat seeker. Gonna be a hot ticket this fall, this winter, and going forward. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna head back to the lodge and get myself ready for guiding tomorrow. It's been a busy season up here at Viking Lodge. Thank you guys for all the support, and I know there's been some big gaps in videos this summer, but gotta make hay while the sun shines. Thank you guys for your support. We'll see you on the next adventure.